Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Nick with Phandroid, and I'm back with another smartphone camera comparison, putting the new Poco X3 NFC up against the OnePlus Nord. Now, while these are both considered budget-friendly devices, there's a huge difference here, with Poco coming in at €200 and the OnePlus Nord having a price tag of $450. Before that, you do get a little bit more of a smartphone, especially when it comes to its cameras. You get a quad camera setup on the back with a 48 megapixel main sensor, 8 megapixel ultra wide, and 5 megapixel depth sensor, and finally a 2 megapixel macro camera. And for video recording, the main camera on the back can do up to 4K 30 FPS. As for its front-facing camera, the OnePlus Nord actually has two, a 32 megapixel main sensor and then an 8 megapixel ultra wide, but those can actually record 4K video at up to 60 FPS. As for the Poco, you get a quad camera setup on the back as well, with a 64 megapixel main sensor, 13 megapixel ultra wide, and then two 2 megapixel macro and depth sensors. And for video recording, you get 4K 30 FPS. As for the front-facing camera, this smartphone has a 20 megapixel sensor that can record 1080p video at only 30 FPS. So now that we've gotten the specifications of these two smartphones completely out of the way, let's jump into some side-by-side photo and video comparisons to see how these two devices match up in everyday use.
Yeah.
As far as video capture goes from the front-facing cameras on both of these devices, as you can see, the video is bright and clear, but the OnePlus Nord does have two advantages. The first one being it can record 4K video at up to 60 frames per second. What you're looking at right now is at 30 FPS, but it also has an ultra-wide angle lens, which I'll switch over to right now. As you can see, now that I've switched over to the ultra wide angle lens, I can fit a lot more into my shot. This is really great if you have friends or family that are trying to get into your video as well, or if you're simply in an amazing spot trying to fit more into your background to show off the scenery.
As far as video capture goes from the front-facing cameras on both of these devices, as you can see, the video is bright and clear. But the OnePlus Nord does have two advantages. The first one being it can record 4K video at up to 60 frames per second. What you're looking at right now is at 30 FPS. But it also has an ultra-wide angle lens, which I'll switch over to right now. As you can see, now that I've switched over to the ultra wide angle lens, I can fit a lot more into my shot. This is really great if you have friends or family that are trying to get into your video as well, or if you're simply in an amazing spot trying to fit more into your background to show off the scenery.
Yeah.
And this here is a look at video quality from the front-facing cameras on both of these devices. It looks like the OnePlus Nord does have a slight advantage over the Poco X3 NFC, but it's only just a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's going to do it for this camera comparison between the OnePlus Nord and the Poco X3 NFC. Let me know what you think of the final results in the comments below, and keep in mind there is a €250 price point difference between these two devices. So let me know which device you would rather use on a day-to-day basis for capturing photos and videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do have a full review of the Poco X3 NFC coming up, so make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon as well. Thanks again, and I'll catch you in the next one.